everyone, welcome back to Strange Minds 6. I'm your host Ruby, and today we're going to be reading more of 60 Timeless Zen Stories by Aki Yama. But before we begin, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It would mean a great deal to me if you do, and to have you part of the family. And definitely, without further ado, my dear friends, grab a snack, grab a drink, or sit back, relax, and let's get to it. The Cunning Fox. Once upon a time, there was an old farmer who lived on the outskirts of a village. One day, the farmer decided to protect his henhouse from a cunning fox that had been causing a lot of damage by stealing his chickens. After contemplating for a long time how to tackle the problem, the farmer decided to build a trap to catch the fox. The farmer constructed a clever trap made of wood and metal, designed to catch any creature that entered the henhouse. When the trap was ready, the farmer placed it strategically near the henhouse and waited. Soon, the cunning fox got wind of the trap. However, instead of avoiding it, the fox decided to challenge its cleverness. It approached the trap, examining it carefully, and then sat down to observe it for a while. An old Zen monk from the village, noticing the situation, approached the fox and said, "Little fox, why are you studying the trap so intently? It's dangerous and could harm you." The fox looked at the monk with sparkling eyes and replied, "I am trying to understand how this trap works. I want to know the secret of catching something without ever being trapped myself." The Zen monk smiled wisely and said, "But true wisdom lies not in understanding how the trap works, but in understanding why it's better to avoid it. Freedom is found in avoiding dangers, not in trying to challenge them. True cleverness lies in being aware of dangers and choosing the safest path." The fox pondered the monk's words. Slowly, it retreated from the trap and never ventured near the henhouse again. Instead, it began to search for food elsewhere, avoiding the dangers that could threaten its freedom. And so, the fox learned a valuable lesson from the old Zen monk. True wisdom is not in facing dangers head-on, but in avoiding them with wisdom and awareness. The fox became a symbol of intelligent cunning in the village, teaching others that real cleverness lies in recognizing dangers and choosing the safest path to freedom. The story tells us the point of this story is that it points out the importance of making wise and informed choices to preserve one's freedom and safety. It underscores the idea that intelligence is not about confronting every challenge directly, but about understanding the risks involved and making decisions that lead to a secure and free existence. Number 9. Wisdom in Choice. In a small Zen village, there lived a young monk named Renji. Despite his dedication to spiritual practice, the community decided it was time for him to marry and carry on the monastery's family tradition. The village elders presented him with 3 women, each with her flaws and virtues, and asked Renji to choose one as his wife. The first woman was beautiful and intelligent, but extremely vain and concerned only with her appearance. Renji wondered if he could ever find peace with someone so fixated on the outer self. The second woman was kind and compassionate, but tended to be quite timid and indecisive. Renji pondered whether he could ever be happy with someone so unsure of herself. The third woman was strong and determined, but also obstinate and impulsive. Renji questioned if he could ever find harmony with someone so dominant. Confused and uncertain, Kenji turned to the wise Zen master of the village, Master Hiroto, for advice. "Master," asked Renji, "how can I make the right choice among these 3 women, each with their flaws?" Master Hiroto smiled wisely and replied, "Life is full of flaws and virtue, Renji. Perfection does not exist. The key lies in understanding that each of these women have something precious to offer. Beauty, kindness, strength. All these qualities are important, but no person is without flaw." Renji reflected on the master's words and realized that seeking perfection was an endless pursuit. Instead of searching for a flawlessness that doesn't exist, he decided to focus on the virtues he deemed most important: kindness, understanding, and the ability to grow together. So, Renji made a choice from the heart, marrying the second woman, the one who was compassionate and gentle. Over the years, they learned from one another, overcoming life's challenges together. The main teaching of this story is that perfection does not exist in human relationships. Each of us has flaws and virtues, and seeking a flawless partner is an impossible endeavor. Instead of focusing on others' flaws, it is important to recognize and appreciate the virtues that each person brings. The key to making wise choices in relationships is to focus on qualities that truly matter to you, such as kindness, understanding, and the ability to grow together. Number 10. Beyond boundaries. In a remote Zen monastery, there lived an elderly monk named Sho, renowned for his wisdom and incredible, challenging riddles. One day, 3 curious travelers named Aiko, Isamu, and Yumi approached him, eager to test their intellect. Sho smiled and said, "I have a most challenging riddle for you. Listen carefully. What is greater than infinity, deeper than the sea, and can encompass the entire universe?" Aiko, The first traveler confidently replied, "The answer is my love for my mother. It is greater than infinity, deeper than the sea, and can encompass the entire universe." Sho nodded but said, "That's not the answer I'm looking for." Isamu, the second traveler, said convincingly, "The answer is the sky. It is infinite, deep, and can contain the entire universe." Once again, Sho shook his head and said, "That's not the right answer." Yumi, the third traveler, thought long and deeply before responding. "The answer is the void. The void is greater than infinity, deeper than the sea, and can contain the entire universe because it is devoid of boundaries and limits." Sho smiled in satisfaction and said, "Exactly. The void, the absence of limits and concepts, is greater than anything we can imagine. It is in this open space that we can find the supreme truth and enlightenment." The travelers, the travelers were left speechless, struck by the depth of the riddle and Sho's wisdom. As they contemplated the vastness of the void, they realized that true understanding lies beyond boundaries, and that enlightenment is a journey into the limitless expanse of knowledge and awareness. This story teaches us that truth and wisdom often lie beyond superficial understandings and conventional answers. It encourages us to explore possibilities beyond the boundaries of common knowledge and be open to answers that challenge our preconceptions. And that is where we are going to leave off, my dear friends. We stopped at number 11, the Forest Temple. So when we come back to this book, we're going to be reading that. But tune in next time for the next video. This has been Ruby, signing off, my dear friends. And may you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night whenever this video reaches you.